Okay, so no one really wants to cook, especially during the dog days of summer. So what do you do when you're craving spice, but you don't really want to heat up the kitchen? Executive Chef Mary Lawrence has a vegan recipe that's quick to prepare and fun to assemble. Welcome back to Connecticut Style.
Thank you.
So there's no meat in these tacos, obviously,
That's
since you're
right.
a vegan chef.
Exactly.
What will we be using?
So we're using walnuts that have been soaked in water, so they take on the flavors of what they end up getting mixed with.
Oh, all right. Well, how do we get started?
So we're going to be using the food processor, and that's the easiest way to do it. We have the walnuts. Again, they've been soaking in water overnight, then drained and rinsed. Go directly into the food processor. Then we have sun-dried tomatoes, and this is kind of for some savory flavor.
Okay.
Also have been soaked in water, drained and rinsed. And we just add those. We're doing some fresh tomatoes, so perfect time of the season. We've got tomatoes coming up, so you can use your fresh tomatoes here. Some lovely cilantro for flavor. If you don't like cilantro, you can omit this, but really the flavors just kind of blend together so you won't even notice.
So the soaking in the water allows the product to absorb more flavor. Is that
well, the walnuts have what's called an enzyme inhibitor. Mother Nature puts on the enzyme inhibitor. So you soak it and then that comes off.
Oh,
that's why you want to rinse it. And then what I'm adding for flavor is some garlic powder, some onion powder, some cumin, and some coriander. So these are going to be like those typical Mexican flavors, and they really, boost up the walnut meat. Lemon juice also to bring out some flavor and kind of to get the flavors combined. And then of course some sea salt. I'm using some Celtic sea salt, just a little bit. And then we're just going to do a couple of pulses. So if you soak your walnuts in the morning before you go to work, come home, this is all it takes, 5 or 10 minutes to just put everything together. I'm going to pulse it. So then you want to have some texture to it. And I have some that I already made ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like taco meat.
So yeah, I mean, it does get that kind of ground beef texture. This one, obviously, I didn't let it go as long, but you get the idea. So then we're just going to take a romaine leaf of lettuce.
Should I do this too?
Yeah, if you want to just do your leaf. So just about 2 or 3 tablespoons.
Mary, how easy is it to eat vegan like this?
You know, if you eat what's in season, all the flavorful foods, get what's local if possible, it's really easy. I mean, try and stick with the foods that you know, the flavors you know, like this is a traditional Mexican recipe, and it's just the raw vegan interpretation. So that kind of makes it easy. All right, so once you have that down, then we can get the cashew. Oops, we can get our cashew sour cream. This is with seasoned with chipotle peppers, and then we also have jicama rice,
which I thought was just plain rice.
Yeah, so it looks like rice. So this is the jicama. It's a Mexican yam. It's got a really tough skin, so you want to take that off with your knife, and then you just slice it up. So it kind of looks like this on the inside. So this is what goes into your food processor. Again, you just pulse it a few times. And then you have that rice-like consistency. So if you want to put some down the center there.
Mary, obviously a lot of health benefits to eating this
Definitely.
way, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, it's lower in fat in general, and the fats that you're eating, like if you get the nuts, you're going to get some vitamin E, you get your omega-3 oil, lots of fiber. That's really key. So even if you have some fats from the nuts, it's balancing out with all the vegetables, the antioxidants, all those benefits, the vitamins and minerals. So beautiful there. So then we've got our nice chipotle sour cream to make it look pretty. This is a little bit of spice.
Which is also from cashews, you mentioned,
Exactly.
right?
So you soak some cashews in water. Do the same thing as you do with the walnuts. Perfect. And then we'll just garnish this with some red pepper because I like the complementary color. So that's always really the key, is the complementary colors, flavors, and textures. So we've got some crunch, we've got some soft qualities, and then we've got all those vibrant colors on the plate. So you can do this, and there's your 5-minute dinner. All set after a long day at work, hot summer day, perfect that way. Or you can do what I like to call on the end some taco sliders.
How cute,
so those are like a little appetizer with the endive. Or you can do it like little finger food with the, like as if they're zucchini nacho chips and assemble them that way. You know, whatever, as creative as you want to be. So that's what makes it fun. Very versatile recipe.
Mary, you have a blog, Keeping It Cool in the Kitchen. Tell us about that.
I do. So my blog is called Well on Wheels, well, my website, Well on Wheels. And my blog is featuring a series, Keeping Cool in the Kitchen. So it's all the secrets that I have developed over the 10 years of working as a vegan personal chef. So, you know, how to keep cool in the kitchen, how to stay organized, how to be a thrifty vegan. People are always talking about how do you eat on a budget.
Yeah.
I've got some tips right there.
I love it. We'll have to check it out. And I'm excited to try the walnut meat at the end of the show.
Awesome. I can't wait.
Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
Of course,
Thank
I have
you.
the recipe over at WTNH.com. Coming up next, jazz vocalist and composer Jocelyn Medina performs over on Stage 8. We'll be right back.